I'm the Gig Guy London, and this is my overview of the private hire industry in June 2019. Okay, let's kick this off. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah? Got 4 big boys on the scene. We've got ViaVan, who I don't really talk about too much, yeah? But they're still there and they're fighting fit. If you are joined up with ViaVan, you may well have seen some of the promotions that they've been running over the weekend. They've had 0% commission over the last weekend. I'm not sure if they're going to run that again, but it's a pretty good idea to remind drivers that they have their app on their phone, and also to promote it to drivers who don't use their service at the moment, yeah, or don't work with them. ViaVan have also opened up the blue mode, yeah, which is a guaranteed hourly rate mode to a lot of the drivers. I didn't have it before because I didn't drive that much with ViaVan, so they didn't offer it to me. They've offered it to me, to some of my colleagues who are other private hire drivers, and I'm assuming they've opened it up to a lot more people, yeah. As well as that, if you drive in blue mode, they're offering bonuses on top of the hourly rate as well. So if you are linked up with ViaVan, then obviously have a look on the app. They send you text messages all the time. If you go into the app and go into the notifications, then you can see some of the promotions that are going on. They've got promotions going on absolutely every day. So it's, and lots of people still use it. Whenever I use ViaVan, I don't have to wait long to get a job, and they seem to be everywhere as well. So customers are still using the ViaVan app. It's a good rate of pay, and it's 15% commission. Yeah, so if you haven't checked it out before, check it out. Yeah, now up until as we speak now, on the 10th of June 2019, yeah, out of all the apps that I've mentioned, Kapten, ViaVan, Uber, and Bolt, which comes into effect on the 11th of June 2019, yeah, as it stands today on the 10th, ViaVan have the lowest commission, yeah, of the 3 big boys, Uber, ViaVan, and Kapten, yeah, 15%. So obviously you're taking home more money. Try it out, see how it goes, yeah. I'm not going to knock ViaVan. I mean, they're still viable, you know. We have to ask how viable ViaVan is. They're still viable in today's market, and they're still doing it, and there's a lot of work out there, yeah. So if you haven't given it a go, give it a go, yeah. Want details on how to join ViaVan? Look below in the description. There's a signing up link. So yeah, get with that. Okay. We've also got Kapten, yeah. So Kapten's been on the scene for what, 3 weeks, coming up to a month now. Obviously they had some amazing bonuses and 0% commission in the first couple of weeks, yeah, when they launched. Yeah, okay, they're not made of money, but they are made of money in the same respect. And inevitably, they have a lot of customers on board now, yeah. If you go on the Kapten app, you're not going to be waiting too long to get a job during rush hour, yeah. The bonuses have changed, obviously, so you're having to do a little bit more, yeah, to qualify for the bonus, yeah. So instead of maybe doing 1 qualifier before, you're now having to do 2, 3, and sometimes up to 5 or 6 qualifiers in order to get to the bonus stage, and then start making that extra moolah thereafter. Okay, so it wasn't going to be a gravy train for that long. Obviously, Kapten need to start recuperating and making some money. As you may well be aware, they're still offering promotions on a regular basis to customers, yeah. So sometimes they get 50% off, sometimes they get 20% off, sometimes they get 40% off. Excuse me. So you're going to see a lot of customers using the app quite regularly, yeah. So if you haven't downloaded Kapten, information's below. So get on that. That's 2 apps, yeah. In terms of Kapten, actually, when the 20 and the £10 bonuses decreased. I've heard a lot of riders, I've heard a lot of drivers talk about, oh, they're making it too difficult, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, as I said, they got to draw a profit, and it's still a good earner. Yeah, they've got enough customers. I went out today, albeit it was raining and it was a Monday, so it was extremely busy. But there were a lot of Kapten jobs. I did 3 qualifiers from 10 o'clock, and I got into the bonus stage real quick. I did like a £7 fare and a couple of £4 fares, and then I was in. Yeah, so worthwhile. Yeah, and then thereafter I was making £8 on top of every ride I was doing. Yeah, so it's a good little earner. Once you get into the bonus stage, obviously, if it's quiet and it takes you a little while to get to do the qualifiers to achieve the bonus, then you may be a bit dissuaded. Yeah, so a lot of drivers have kind of switched off and gone back to Uber. Yeah, because I mean they ain't got that £20 bonus no more. You know, I mean that £50 an hour is gone. Yeah, they're thinking. But there were times today where I was probably earning over £30 an hour in all reality for a few hours, whilst whilst it was heavy. I found people they're taking like, I was getting paid like £3.80 for a fare, you know, which took 5 minutes, but I'm making the £3.80 plus a fiver on top, not fiver, £8 on top. Yeah, so I'm just over £10 per fare. I mean, you do 3 of those in an hour, and that's your money. Yeah, so you add it up like that. Obviously, if things are slow, then you may think, what am I doing on the Kapten app? But I mean, choose the best times to drive, and then you're good. Obviously, we have Uber, which has been around for a long time now. They're the founding fathers of app-based services, I guess. You know, who the first company that did it big in London, like really, really big. Yeah, and they're still around now. As a result of multiple apps coming on the scene, I'm talking mainly Kapten and Bolt soon to come. Drivers are going to obviously be split. Yeah, it's the same pool of drivers. Yeah, so I'm not sure how many, 120,000 drivers or whatever. Most of them are probably signed up with Uber, but not all of them. Some people still work for their local minicab firm and airport transfer companies, etc., etc. But there's one pool of drivers. Yeah, however many there are, and now there's 4 apps. So inevitably, what's happening? People are going to get split over these 4 apps, and as a result, there's going to be, as you may well have noticed as a driver, there's been more surges. So you look on the Uber app, there's more surges because people are jumping on ViaVan and people jumping on Kapten, in order to make their money during the rush hours. So I mean, there's more demand, less drivers, higher surges. So at the moment, not only is it a rider's market because they're throwing big promotions at them. The new companies are anyway. I haven't seen Uber doing any particular promotions for riders at the moment, but Uber's a brand name, so people are still using their service on a regular basis. Kapten and Bolt is going to be jumping in tomorrow. They're offering rider discounts, and they probably have referral code schemes and so on and so forth. So just to get customers on board. So customers are being split, drivers are being split, money goes up. So when you do get a job, it's likely to be more lucrative. It's a driver's market at the moment. Now, prior to these other apps coming in, let's exclude ViaVan for a little while, but prior to Kapten and Bolt coming in, everyone's complaining about Uber. Oh, not making enough money, it's a bit too quiet, blah, blah, blah. Now, what we're seeing is you're making above average earnings on an hourly basis. So in order for you to knock the big boy off the scene, which is probably Uber, you need to put in some work with these other companies. So I encourage you to try them out. See what you like. If you want, you can still make Uber your bread and butter, but it may well be Kapten, it may well be Bolt in the near future. And some drivers, it's ViaVan, and I know some drivers who use ViaVan predominantly during rush hour, and when things get quiet, they'll kind of switch apps and so on and so forth. So as a driver, look at what you're doing, look what's more beneficial for you, go after the promotions, try and increase your hourly pay, and you can reduce your time on the road and maximize your free time in the day for what you want to do, because at the end of the day, life is for living. Yeah. So if you haven't joined up to Bolt, join up now. You're a bit late. I'm not sure if the 7.5% is going to apply to you. If you get it before midnight, you might get 7.5%. Yeah. So if you've got a friend and they've already joined up, grab their referral code, sign up online, and away you go. Yeah. So they'll get a referral bonus. You'll get your 7.5%. And when you start tomorrow, you got 7.5% for 2 months, I believe. Yeah. And as well as the 7.5% commission that Bolt are offering, they are obviously doing some bonuses. I think one of them is do 4 trips and thereafter you earn £5 bonus per trip. And another one is, I think it's do 4 trips and you get 15 quid bonus, or something to that effect anyway. Yeah. So maybe not as lucrative as Kapten, you know, but I mean, even after the 7.5% commission period expires, they're going to be a standard 15%. Yeah. So they're going to be on par with ViaVan. If you're a new Uber driver, you're going to be paying 25%. If you're an old Uber driver, you're going to be paying 20%. And if you are on Kapten, you're going to be paying 20% plus VAT, which adds up to 24%. So that means who do you want to give your money to, you know, and how much commission do you want to pay during your working day? Yeah. So you have to find out what works best for you in your area. Yeah. At any given time, make the best choices, make the most money, spend as less time on the road as possible, and have a good life. If you've got any questions, comments, suggestions, or predictions for how the private hire service is going to develop or change over the coming months, I'll welcome your views. So leave them in the comment section below. This is my personal view. I don't work for any company. I'm partnered with all of these companies, just like every other private hire driver is here. So these are my personal opinions on probably what's going to happen. That's my overview. I'm the Gig Guy London, and I'm signing out. I'll see you on the road tomorrow. Peace.